Welcome everybody, this is Ray of RebelEars.com, and today I want to talk about staying consistent, putting out material, engaging with your fans. If you have an Instagram account, every person who comments your post, you should comment back. You should go ahead and get organic following. So when I talk about organic following, I'm talking about actually taking the time to explore, discover on Instagram different pages dealing with what you're interested in. Because, good example, if you're a producer, you should check out other producers' pages because you want to engage. You don't just want like someone who's a gardener coming to your page and liking your post. It's cool, but it won't be, it won't be beneficial in the long run because you always want to have people to come to your page as time goes by to buy your content. So you got to do what you got to do to make sure that you can benefit from that, okay? So when it comes to that, constantly engage, that's one. Constantly putting out material, that's another. And constantly coming up with creative ideas to max out what you're trying to do in the long run. Because in the end, you always want to be that person that people can always look back on. If you have an Instagram account, you should already have it promoting your YouTube page. If you have a YouTube account, you should go ahead and engage with your podcast. You should always blend your social media to work with each other. And if you're using every social media outlet that's out, then you ahead of the curve because people are just using Facebook trying to gain fans. And that's okay, but you want to have a Facebook account, Twitter account, Instagram account, YouTube account, even TikTok. A lot of people don't understand that back in the day when Instagram was first popping, everybody thought that Instagram was just for photography. Now it's used for business marketing. It's used for like multiple purpose. Like you can make a lot of money from Instagram. But now we have TikTok, and that's what the youth are using now. Just like when Facebook came out, Instagram was, for the youth. At first it was just for professional photography, but they saw the benefit from that. So you should always try to, I wouldn't say try to follow the wave, I would say adapt to the wave. Because you want to adapt with what's going on in today's society. You don't want to be lost, especially into society that we're in now where everything is instant, everything is on social media. Nowadays, you don't even have to honestly watch the news because if you have an Instagram account, you can just explore what's going on. I found out about a lot of new plugins, a lot of new equipment, a lot of new microphones just off of Instagram. And then even with that, that shows you how powerful this platform is. All the platforms are very beneficial for your business. Like with me, I have a podcast. You right now listening to the Rebel Ears podcast. I shoot videos at home. I post it on YouTube and Instagram. I have a TikTok account. I'm still learning it, but the thing is, I'm adapting. I do not want to be, like I said, on the back burner. So whatever you have to do to stay consistent, to get up to date, to record, to put a post out, to comment, to like, do what you need to do to, to exist in social media. Because if you don't have a social media account, to the world, you don't exist, honestly. And even though it sounds bad, it's reality. We live in the technology era where everybody is communicating instantly. Everybody is doing conference calls from the other side of the world. And you got to think on how you're going to use that for your business. With me, I do, there's a couple of things I do actually. I have weekly meetings with my team. We talk about sample packs we're going to be releasing in the near future, creating ebooks. We're talking about hosting events, festivals. We're actually in talks with sponsorships for our next Latin event. Like, I got my hands in a lot of things, and I'm just thankful that I have the resource to make it all happen. Because I remember when I just used to look at people trying to figure out ways how I can do this for myself. So the first thing I had to do was invest in myself little by little, from starting with getting a Mac. Well, actually, it started going to SAE Institute for Audio Engineering. And I went to that school, got my Mac, got Native Instruments, got Pro Tools from the school, got an iLock, which is very, very necessary. What else? After SAE, I started interning at Castle Hill Studios, where I learned how to use a lot of their equipment. Started investing in my own equipment at my own home studio. Started buying visuals from backdrop, green screen, black screen, a couple of lights to have around the room, you know, having the 3 angle shots. I think that's what it's called. I'm not a videographer, but I do have the inventory like a videographer, because I always want to be, oh, that's my son. You feel him? You okay? Yeah, but you always want to be able to just expand, because you never know. You might be in a situation when a friend might hit you up like, hey man, I got this show. Am I able to use your material? Or even if someone wants to rent it from you. It's just always having ways of, you know, making multiple income, multiple source of income. That's what I'm trying to say. But other than that, you know, those are my biggest things: staying consistent, building inventory, and educating yourself every day from your equipment that you're using, because it doesn't matter how long you've been using your equipment. There's like, with Pro Tools, there's so many key commands that, you know, it's gonna take so long to learn them all, but as time goes by, you will learn them. And it's very beneficial to know key commands. It's very beneficial to educate yourself on something you don't know. It's very beneficial to expand your inventory to the point that you can lease it out, or, you know, you can outsource your content. So, good example. You don't know how to shoot videos, but you know a videographer, but you have a video camera. So you just gotta figure out how you can use what you have to your benefit, so you never have to wait on another person. Because I used to be, I hear you, son. And it's just good that I can literally do a podcast from the comfort of my home, in my separate room. I have a studio at home. I literally built a vocal booth by hand that I will have a video in the near future. I'm trying to depend on where I'm gonna do it at, because the room is spacious, but the equipment, I don't want to get sand like sawdust on it. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. But there's gonna be so many videos of my room, people I'm bringing, people I'm working with, and, you know, just have fun with being consistent. Because this is fun for me. I actually put it on my calendar so I can stay focused. Today's podcast, tomorrow vlog, next day come up with content, niches, you know, just keep moving forward. And if there's anything that you would like for me to speak on, because I'm going to talk more about, you know, home studios, building your own studio, Pro Tools, even what you need to know about the music business, being an assistant engineer, being a stagehand, building over 100 stages, from Jay-Z, Beyonce, Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, you know, the list goes on. Tom Petty, AC/DC, Poison, yeah, Guns N' Roses. So I built a lot of stages, and I'm just blessed to be able to give y'all the content. So if there's anything you want to learn, please don't be scared to ask me. So from everybody at Rebel Ears, I want to say thank you, and keep tuning in. So I want to try something new for people who want to expand their education. If you're dealing with music, artist, producer, engineer, all the above, you should get this book by Donald S. Passman called All You Need to Know About the Music Business. So there's a lot of useful information in here, including streaming services and cloud lockers, the latest development of digital rights, updated number of statistics for traditional industry. This is recommended by Rick Rubin, Katy Perry, Adam Levine of the lead singer of Maroon 5, Randy Jackson from American Idol, Jermaine Dupri, Quincy Jones. You know, it's all the above. It's good for, you know, learning the risk and benefits of do-it-yourself music distribution, give you all the information necessary to strive in the music industry without having to worry about loopholes and people taking advantage of your money. So that's a book that I would recommend. Every episode, I'll make sure to recommend either a book, audio book, a newsletter, website, just something to expand your knowledge, because we live in a world where the knowledge is there for us. Some people just don't take advantage. I will. I don't know about you. But if you keep tuning in, I will provide you with more books, more resource. And again, from everybody at Rebel Ears, I want to thank you for tuning in. And y'all have a good day.